What's up, guys? We are back to talk about Halo Episode 7, Inheritance. It is a rough episode to get through. Let's talk about it. So from beginning to end, the whole episode is just Kwan. We don't see Master Chief at all this episode, or the UNSC, none of it. It's all Kwan and Soren, back and forth. So I'm not going to recap exactly what happens, because it was boring to watch. It's going to be boring to talk about. It's going to be boring for you to watch this, so we're not talking about it. I'm going to hit on the significance of a few key moments in the episode, and that's about it. The only good thing about this episode is it has finally told us why they've been pushing Kwan's story so hard, why it's significant to the overall story. That and the fact that Soren's a magician, not a space traveler. Their pacing for this show is terrible. In the time that Kwan knocked him out, drove across the desert, had a dream, woke up, got to her old village, Soren was able to regain consciousness, get to a ship, fly home, have a party, go pull off a heist, go back home, feel bad for leaving her, and then get to Madrigal, all for the final fight scene of the episode. There's no reason he should have been able to pull all of that off in the same time it took her to drive across the desert. It's stupid. You guys are pissing me off. But while Kwan is driving through the desert, she runs into some witches, as Venture calls them. We don't really know what they are. She runs into these people, they give her some magic fire water, and she goes into a dream state where she has to face her demons. She ends up fighting the Master Chief a bunch of times, and he kills her. But she also meets her ancestors, and her ancestor is standing in front of a well, and you get to see a monitor, which tells us a lot. Now, monitors are kind of like Forerunner caretakers. They're just there to maintain the Halo installations, make sure it's running smoothly, and to make sure the flood don't get out. So, if there's a monitor on Madrigal, it means that below the surface of Madrigal, there's a Forerunner installation of some sort. What that's used for, I don't know. Her ancestors told her that she will eventually lead Master Chief back to the well that you see him in front of, and that they must protect the portal. Her family's always protected the portal. So it sounds like it's a portal to get to Halo. So that is why Madrigal's important. That is why Kwan's important. The only question that remains now is how they end up finding out about the portal. I have a theory. I think McKee is going to steal the artifact that they have on Reach, take it back to the Covenant, and find their way to the Halo naturally like that. Ooh, unless it's going to give them directions to the portal on Madrigal instead of directions to the actual ring. That could be. My theory sucks. But at the end of the episode, Soren and Kwan get into a shootout with Venture and a bunch of his goons. They cause a big explosion, which presumably kills everybody. We didn't see Venture's corpse, so I'm skeptical. Hopefully he's dead, and Kwan can be like, hey, Master Chief, go to that well over there. And then that's the last time we see her. I doubt that's going to be the case, but a man can dream. So episode 7 wrapped up in about 3 minutes. No big deal. If you liked the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you can see next week's episode. See you there.